can never be transgender and love God. Well, I am and I do. Bishop Paris LaBelle.
You're not supposed to be prideful with it, where you're having a whole church talking about, oh, you know, I'm a man of God and this, that, and the third, or I'm a woman, a man of God at the same time.
Done what it takes to be queer. This is all it takes to be queer. I'm gay. Wow, you did it. Sure, it's a political position in America and other places to support queer people. I don't think it should be, because they're people.
So these are the people of TikTok, and the land of TikTok is just full of these people who are like, they're just full of borderline personality disorder. I mean, it is a cesspool of borderline personality disorder. And guess what, guys? We have tapped into it. Like, where has this been all my life? Because these people think that they matter, but the thing is, they actually get views. So we live in a society where that makes the person feel like they matter. And while I'm saying that, I know I sound like a little hypocritical, right? But I think everybody who watches, it's not that, like, I know that without you, there is no me. Like, this channel does not exist. So thank you for watching. So, because I have to humble myself, I'm gonna talk trash, right? I like to make the best possible, like, best quality videos for you guys and everything. I enjoy what I do. So I hope you guys like the video. If you do like it, please go ahead and hit the like button. But what I'm talking about, though, are people who feel like society has to bend for them because of their thoughts, or nobody cares. Like, what happened to the generation of we really don't care, you know? But let's go ahead and watch some more.
It isn't a choice. It isn't a political ideology to be queer. To a certain extent, everything is political. So yes, queerness is politicized, but to be queer is not a political position. Look at Milo Yiannopoulos. They're a gay man, but they're also a conservative. Pete Buttigieg, a gay man, a progressive. It is not political to be queer. And also, how dare you? Being involved with or in tune with politics is not a requirement to be a queer person. It is that person's right to be able to just live their life as a gay person without being forced to be involved with politics.
Nobody cares. Like, yo, why do these kids care? Like, they think that people should care about who they're sleeping with in order for them to get involved with politics. This is why identity politics is nothing but borderline personality disorder on steroids. It is, because they get acclimates for it, you know, things like GLAAD. And look, I'll even go there with the race thing, like the whole black this, black that. Like, I'm not with that. This is what it turns into, because it's all self-ideation. Like, it's self-idolization. That's what it is. It's self-aggrandizing. It's like you're worshiping yourself. Like, to be queer is to do that. Now, first of all, that word queer, we weren't allowed to use it back in the day, but now all of a sudden we're allowed to use it now, so it's okay. Oh, it's one of those words that mutate. Okay. Yeah, I know all about that. Anyway, this is just insane. So we're gonna just wait. Hold on. I just want to see the comments. Yep, I'm queer, but I'm not involved in politics. I want to get involved, but it's just too much for me to handle right now. It's frustrating that this still needs to be explained. People on this app amaze me with their okay. Like, cause like, what? Okay, so let's move on. Let's see if we got something better. Let's see what this person's talking about.
Piece in the New York Times calling for trans ordinariness. Firstly, if you want to be ordinary, you don't write an op-ed in the New York Times. Secondly, anyone who wants to be ordinary and blend in with the rest of the world doesn't go out onto the street pretty much naked, twerking in the faces of young children.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so whoever this is, they definitely got it right. Like, she's making a video about whoever this guy is talking about trans ordinary. Okay. I don't have to be into, nobody needs me to authorize it, right? That's between that person and God. But it is not a lifestyle I would promote even for adults. You know how some people do this thing like, we don't want the kids getting involved with it. We don't want the kids. Like, I'm like, nobody should be involved with it, because on this channel, we talk about everything that goes into it, the medication, all of the surgery, everything that goes into this, right? It is a lifelong commitment. No matter if you want it to be or not, it becomes a lifelong commitment. So with that said, I wouldn't promote this lifestyle to anybody, but I remember back in the day before all of this social media, before smartphones, I used to work with trans people. Like I probably still do, right? And they didn't come around like my pronouns are he and she, this, that, or third. We just knew like, okay, like that's Lisa, but Lisa's really, Bob from back in the day, but we'll still call her Lisa. Like it wasn't this need to be defensive about it because it wasn't being pushed on people. So there's nothing to now write an op-ed about trans ordinary. And it's like, that's how it's always been. There are people who I look at to this day from like the past, from like past old Hollywood movies and stuff. And I'm like, I think that like Mae West. I think Mae West was a man. I do. Drop a comment below if you know who I'm talking about, first of all, and if you feel the same way. But it's been like this. So what are these op-eds about? It's just for attention. That's what my fault. Yeah, I know, guys. All right, let's hold on. I'm not even going to this person. I want to find some like fresh talent. All right, hold on, because unfortunately for me, I can only go to like only a certain part of this app because these people suck. They trans activist church. Let's see what that's about. These people suck. They won't let me get into TikTok, y'all. I've been like prophylactically banned from TikTok. It's like really disgusting, actually. Let's go ahead and piss me off. Here we go. This is why I hate. Okay.
And love God. Well, I am and I do. Bishop Paris LaBelle. You can never be transgender and love God. Well, I am and I do. Bishop Paris LaBelle.
Oh, shoot. There's music. So this bishop, transgender pastor, bishop. Oh, okay. So the thing is that you can't be a transgender, but be, like love God. And then they're saying, well, I'm a whole pastor and a bishop. You're a bishop and pastor of a blasphemous church. I mean, this does go totally against the Lord. I mean, people get mad at Christians when they say things like that. And this is why we get churches like this. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? So it's like one of those things. Oh, you're just judging. You're just judging all the time. The Christians just judge. Okay. So now Christians just went along to get along, which they shouldn't have did. And then you get things like this, churches like this. And it's like, that should never be called a church, right? Because that's not a sanctuary of the Lord. What this is a sanctuary of self-idolizing, self-aggrandizing. That's what it is. It's idolatry. It's a church of idolatry. And so now when you get churches like this, then people say, oh, look at the Christians. They can't even keep control of the church. So which one do you want me to do? But the thing is, this Christian is going to tell you, this is just bad all around. If you have your issues with your body and what you did and everything, this is between you and God, but don't promote it. The thing is, I would never say to someone that God doesn't love you anymore because you did this. Like, I'm not going to say that, right? But you're not supposed to be prideful with it, where you're having a whole church talking about, oh, I'm a man of God and this, that, and the third, or I'm a woman and man of God at the same time. Like, this is boasting. It's absolute boasting. So that's you. A person who goes through transitioning, they can still, connect with the Lord and ask God to help them understand how they got to that point. Okay. All right. I would never say it just kills your connection with the Lord. I would never say that, but you're not supposed to do this right here where you're having pride again, like I said, and you're just flaunting it around. This is an absolute attack on the Lord. And of course, Black folk love doing this type of stuff. Let me see if they'll let me in the Andrew World Star. But if I have to, oh shoot, look at that. They let me in. Okay. But this guy's just making fun of churches, which is actually kind of funny. Let's see what else we got. And then let's see. You can call love him, but do you obey him though? Yeah, I am all types of confused. What bishops do? I really came for the comments. Okay, and I just can't even that dance. I know, Lord have mercy. I know that dance is ridiculous, right? Like,
of the Parents and Allies of Trans Youth, the Transgender Movement for Liberation, and a member of the Tea Time Support Group run by the Aliveness Project. I am also a proud transgender woman, but more importantly, I am the mother of 2 wonderful transgender and gender expansive children. I drove down from St. Cloud to show my support for House File 146 and thank Representative Finke for introducing such an important and life-saving bill to protect trans children and their families at such a critical time for us. As you may be aware, there's a torrent of damaging, ill-informed, and outright malicious legislation being introduced across the country, targeting transgender and gender expansive people broadly, but trans.
So, okay, this bill was about trans refuge bills. So there's places, I think this might have been California, where they were doing this thing. They have it now, where a parent, so like let's say this, the father who actually cares about their kids, who's like, my child, my boy is a boy, and a mother who's going through Munchausen by proxy, or just being borderline, or just being a female who wants attention. Doesn't have to get too complicated, okay? Who says, no, my son, he's a she, you know, he said he was a girl, oh my God. So now they have it where you can take them to places like California as refuge. So then you like file something and like you say like, oh, my ex or whatever, my estranged husband is trying to kidnap the child, and my child, you know, is the different sex and all of this other stuff. And then you have this thing here. Yes, this thing talking about, oh, how, you know, that this is a great bill. And they drove all the way down here to support this bill. They have transgender kids and everything else. This is the type of sick thinking that is ruining this country. It is. The people who are writing these legislations, the people who get paid to write the legislations, right? It's disgusting. It really is. I mean, this is full on narcissism. Forget borderline personality. So this man, he failed at everything else in life, okay? I mean, look how big he is. And I'm not, again, this is reality. We're speaking of reality, right? Look how big he is. He's failed. He's failed as a man, okay? So now he puts on a wig, calls himself a female, destroys his kids, and then now wants to destroy other children so he could feel like a hero when he's nothing but a zero, a big fat zero. I mean, like, let's call it what it is. Because this is ridiculous and it's disgusting. Wow. Let me see the comments. Has anyone seen Batman's Returns with the Penguin? America, blink twice if you need help. I know I grew up in the 70s. I feel like this world is totally different. Not for me anymore. It's absolutely, completely mad. Yep. It is absolutely disgusting. It really is. This is what we're going through here. And there's nothing good about this at all. I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye.